So, good afternoon to everybody. So, in the previous lectures, we have discussed the how with the help of cloud we can change our lives, right? Any doubts you have from there, we can discuss. So, in today's lecture, we will discuss about the different load patterns in cloud computing. Load pattern. Load pattern means workload pattern means when a user request for when a user requests for a particular software platform or infrastructure, how your cloud deals. That means for how much time you are requesting, whether you are requesting in the synchronous mode, whether you are requesting in the asynchronous mode. So we will discuss all these things in the different in the different workload patterns in the cloud computing, one by one, right? We start with first of thing, use cloud for scaling. What is the meaning of this one? The idea behind this one is when to spin up and when to spin down the different machine resources according to the workload, so that the user only pay for the actual usage. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ कि आपने जब रिक्वेस्ट को सेंड किया, when the particular machine resource up and when it is exactly down. This is related with the pay as per usage model कि आपने कितना यूज किया है उसके अकॉर्डिंग आपको पे करना है, right? So there are two types of access patterns here. One is the passive listener model and another is the active worker model. Passive listener model means it works on the synchronous communication pattern where client pushes the request to the server and synchronously waiting for the processing of result. पैसिव लिसनर मॉडल का मतलब क्या है कि आपने एज ए क्लाइंट आपने रिक्वेस्ट को सेंड किया एंड यू हैव टू वेट फॉर द रिजल्ट दैट यू हैव टू गॉट फ्रॉम द सर्वर. आपको वेट करना पड़ेगा. इन द मीन टाइम यू कांट रन द अनदर request. That is passive listener model. We will discuss this with the help of the example diagram, जिससे आपको और क्लियर हो जाएगा. Passive listener model. In the active worker model, it is somewhat different. A client send a request to the server. When that request goes to the server, now it is the duty of the server to execute that one. In the meantime, now the client can work with the another request, can send the another request. This is how both passive and active work model are different. कैसे ये दोनों different है, right? So in passive listener model, machine instances are typically sit behind the load balancer. As we can see here, this is the client, this is the load balancer, which balances the load and gave to the different virtual machine resources in the present in the cloud, right? Monitor. What is the work of the monitor? The work of the monitor is to check when the particular request goes to the virtual machine, when that virtual machine is up, and when that particular machine goes down after completion of the particular request. That is the work of the monitor. So in passive listener model, machine instances are typically sit behind the load balancer to scale the resource according to the workload. These are the resources जिसकी हम बात कर रहे हैं. To scale the resource according to the workload, we can use the monitor service that sends the null client request and use the measured response time to spin up and down the size of the machine resources. कि आपने रिक्वेस्ट सेंड की, आपकी रिक्वेस्ट यहाँ वर्चुअल मशीन पर गई, स्पिन अप हुई, आफ्टर प्रोसेसिंग इट स्पिन्स डाउन, कि वो वर्चुअल मशीन ने काम किया और फिर रिटर्न बैक कर दिया उसने. how much time exactly it takes, that we have to count here. So it is the duty of the monitor to do all the things here, right? Then we have another model, that is active worker model. जैसे कि मैंने बताया आपको, here we have a queue. Client send a request to request, and those requests here stores in the queue, and all the virtual machines takes the request from this one queue. But here client is free to do the another request, or free to do the another work when the process goes to the virtual machine. So on the other hand, active worker model uses an asynchronous communication pattern where the client puts the request to a queue which will be periodically polled by the server. आपका server इसको poll करेगा और pick करता रहेगा इसमें से. After queuing the request, the client will do some other work and come back later to pick up the result. This is the main crunch of this model here, active worker model, that client will do some other work and come back later to pick up the result. Client कुछ और अपना काम करने लग जाएगा और last में आके अपना जो भी result है उसको pick कर लेगा. So this is the crunch of this one. So again here monitor is used for what? Monitor is used for again finding the exact spin up and spin down for the resources. This is for what? This is for what actual payment have to be done by the client. The client को exactly कितना pay करना है उसके लिए exact pattern होना चाहिए, right? So this is about that one, active worker model. These are the two models. The client can also provide a callback address. Client callback address भी छोड़ सकता है. Server can push the result into after the processing is done. In the active worker model, the monitor can measure the number of requests sitting in the queue and use that to determine whether machine instances need to spin up or down. एक्टिव वर्कर मॉडल में मॉनिटर मेजर भी कर सकता है कि कितने रिक्वेस्ट क्यू में हैं, व्हेन टू यूज, वेदर मशीन इंस्टेंसेस नीड टू स्पिन अप और डाउन. दैट डिपेंड्स अपॉन ऑफ द मॉनिटर के ऊपर वो डिपेंड करता है, ठीक है. देन वी हैव द अनदर वर्कलोड पैटर्न इज यूज क्लाउड फॉर मल्टी टेनेंसी. What is the meaning of multi-tenancy? This is related with the SaaS, that is software as a service. What we have done in the software as a service? Software as a service, the client send a request to the server and requesting for the particular software at its end. The same software can be requested by many of the clients at the same time. The key idea is to use the same set of code / software to push the application for different customers, and those customers are called tenants, who may slightly different requirements. उनकी requirement different हो सकती हैं, but they are using the same software. Their requirement can be the request for the data schema, request for the UI branding, request for the business rules for decision criteria. So their requirement may be the different, but they are using the same code or software to host the application for different customers. Here different customers are called the tenants. Different customers are called the tenants. This approach is to provide the sufficient customization capability for their customer, right? The most challenging part is to determine which aspects should be open for customization and which should not. Customization means we can customize the things as per customers need. हम customize कर सकते हैं customers की need के according. हमें करना है नहीं करना है वो depend करेगा हमारी requirement के ऊपर, right? So this is the another criteria that what we are discussing here for the workload. The next we have the use cloud for batch processing. As you know all about batch means where we are using the concept of batch. Batch means when we have the same type of jobs and we want to execute at the same time. कि मेरे पास एक same type of jobs है, I place those jobs in a batch and now send that batch to the system. So use cloud for batch processing. Use cloud for batch processing. Now it is the duty of the, as we can see, client send the request for the particular job that goes to the job queue. From that job queue, it goes to the job scheduler. Now it is the duty of the job scheduler to schedule that job. Schedule that job according to report generation. Schedule the jobs according to machine learning. Schedule the jobs according to analytics. Schedule the jobs according to statistics computation. So it is the duty of the job scheduler here. As we can see here, we have the different virtual machines. These are the different virtual machines, and depending upon those different virtual machines, job scheduler schedule the different types here. Same type of jobs we have to place in the same virtual machine. Whatever same type of jobs we place in this machine, same type of job we place in this machine, and all are using the common storage space. After execution, the result goes back to the client. So this is about running things like statistics computation, report generation, machine learning, analytics, etc. This task is done in batch mode, and so it is more economical to use the pay as you go model. Pay as you go model. On the other hand, batch processing has very high tolerance in latency, and so it is a perfect candidate for running in the cloud. We have the here is an example of how to run the MapReduce framework in the cloud. Microsoft has not provided a MapReduce solution to this moment, but Simon mentioned that DARED in Microsoft Research may be a future Microsoft solution. What do you mean by MapReduce framework? Anybody? MapReduce framework. MapReduce framework is used at what places? Where we have the big data analytics. Map means what? To analyze and sort the things. Reduce means what? To make the summary. So MapReduce framework, where we are analyzing the big data, where we are sorting the big data, that comes under the map. Where we are reduce means making the summary. After that one, after the mapping, we apply the reduce framework, where we are making the summary, right? So this one is the another workload pattern here. Use cloud for storage. Everybody knows about this one. We are using the cloud for storage, and our cloud provides the unlimited storage capacity here. आप कितना भी data store कर सकते हैं. So the idea of storing data into the cloud, and no need to worry about DBA task. DBA task is database administrative task. आपको कोई सोचने की जरूरत नहीं है कि वहाँ पे DBA कैसे मेंटेन करेगा, नहीं करेगा. आपका काम है डाटा को स्टोर करना. And most cloud vendors provide the large scale key value store as well as RDBMS services. Their data storage services will also take care of data partitioning, data replication, data restoration, and all. Building cloud storage is a big topic involved in many distributed computing concepts, right? Then in the last we have another workload pattern, using cloud for communication. How to communicate? How a sender communicate with the receiver. When the sender pushes the things in the cloud, or the receiver pulls the thing, how it actually works. As we can see from the diagram, the queuing system is there. Here sender pushes the jobs, those are stored in the queue. Here receiver pulls the job, and those are stored in the queue. So push and pull system is there, and the queuing system is there. A queue or a mailbox service provide a mechanism for different machines to communicate in an asynchronous manner via message passing. अगर आप सेंडर और रिसीवर को यहाँ पर अगर आपस में कम्युनिकेट करना है, so they can communicate with the help of the message passing. They can communicate with the help of message passing. So here Microsoft Azure gave a way, we will discuss in the next diagram. So here Microsoft Azure also provide a relay service in which cloud, which is quite useful for machines behind different firewalls to communicate. In typical firewall setup, incoming connection is not allowed. कि अगर मुझे यहाँ से यहाँ communicate करना है तो directly allowed नहीं है because of these are firewalls. Cannot connect directly as firewall setting disallow incoming connection. So how they will communicate? One of the machine is on at this end, one of the machine is at this end. How they can communicate with each other? Using socket relay. This is the idea behind this one. So in typical firewall setup, incoming connection is not allowed. So these machines can't directly establish a socket to each other. How they communicate? In order for them to communicate, each need to open an ongoing socket connection to the cloud relay, which will route traffic connections between these connections. So this is the idea behind this one. When both want to communicate with each other, both have to open an ongoing socket connection to the cloud relay, so that with the help of that they will route the traffic between these connections. So these are different workflow patterns we have discussed here in the cloud computing. Mainly we have discussed all the workload patterns. Some of few are also there, but mainly we have discussed here, right? So this is all about this one, workload patterns. Thank you. Have a nice day.